Not that good.
Anything beyond the memory issues that you're bothered by?
Yeah.
What's that?
Difficulties with speech.
Speech. In what way?
I forget words mid-speech often.
So that means you're speaking, you just can't remember the word?
It's sometimes very, very important common words that I can't remember.
How often does that happen?
Pretty often.
How often?
Multiple times a day, an hour even.
Like what kind of words do you forget?
Really important words, like just connecting in sentences, like words that I have to use. Well, I forgot the word qualified or something like that. I don't remember what it was. I had to use that word, but I couldn't remember it.
Okay. You don't think that happens to other people?
No, this is happening very often in speech. I'm talking with people all the time, and I'm forgetting words.
Are other people noticing this?
Yes.
Who else is noticing it?
My friends.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mostly talk with my friends.
Okay.
And there is some staff members at my place.
They're noticing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is newer.
Well, it's kind of been a slow development over the past, month or so, I guess. But yeah, it's getting pretty bad.
Okay. And the memory?
The memory, it impairs speech sometimes too. Because sometimes I'll be talking, this happens really often also.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be talking and then I forget what I said, and I forget completely what we're talking about. I have to ask what I said, I have to ask to have what I said repeated.
Do you think it's possible that you're still worried about these things, that that's actually what's preventing you from remembering things?
No, I try really hard to remember these things. It's impossible for me. I'm constantly putting more effort into speaking and remembering things.
How's your mood?
Bad.
How's it bad?
It's bad because I'm losing all my memories, and it sucks because the memories are what make you who you are. Partially.
Okay. How's your sleep?
Don't really remember, but I think it's fine, yeah.
When's the testing scheduled, do you know?
It's in September, I think, or something like that. Like August, maybe.
Cool. How did it go with Dr. Kayla?
Terrible.
Why?
Well, because she's spreading this misinformation that my brain disease is a delusion, 1. 2, that I have severe autism for my entire life, which isn't true.
I don't think she said that.
She says that my disabilities that I have are caused by autism, which isn't true.
That's true. You do have autism.
I have it, but it's not what's causing my current disability. I have brain damage.
You have brain damage. You have autism, and as I said, you have depression and you have psychosis.
How do you know that?
1, that's what a lot of people have diagnosed, and 2, that fits with what I know of you. And that fits historically.
Doesn't fit historically.
Based on?
Based on evidence I have tons of evidence of former functioning.
But again, as I indicated, you can't compare tests from 10 years ago to current tests.
Not tests, there's tons of evidence everywhere because it's the truth.
Okay.
And I'll explain to you the evidence. The IEP was disbanded when I was in the 7th grade. In fact, that people were arguing for the IEP to end and for me not to have help for autism when I was in elementary school, in the 4th grade.
That doesn't mean your autism ends.
Yeah,
That just means the academic support ends.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're autism. There's still consequences.
Yeah, I know. Like mild autism, but there are notes saying that I was making great like advances, and I don't know what word to use, but I was making progress, and I wasn't as autistic or something. And then
So
that's
you think
true.
You're more autistic now.
Yes, because I have brain damage.
You know, the only thing that really goes against that is if that was true, you had some sort of brain disease, it would be getting worse. And
It's getting worse.
It's not getting worse.
It is. I'm forgetting things.
I don't really see any difference talking to you now than there was a few weeks ago when I saw you.
I saw you a few weeks ago.
A few months, 6 months ago.
Oh.
There's no difference now between then and now.
Well, it's like it's kind of like it took 2 years. It's not like some CJD or something like that. It's not like that disease where it's obvious. It's pretty difficult to see it like coming, especially when someone has an autism diagnosis and you attribute everything to autism.
I'm not sure.
No, it's pretty difficult to notice it when someone has autism and it's a slow progression. And it's not, and it's becoming pretty bad actually because it's becoming pretty bad because I wasn't always this disabled actually. I wasn't. I have evidence. I have old essays, old artwork. I have old notes from teachers. I have friends.
I just don't think there's evidence other than your perception to really support that.
To support that I don't have autism that's causing this disability?
No, to support that you have these memory and speech issues.
Well, you can ask other people. If you,
I will. That's what I did before. I mean, I talked to the people at the program, I talked to your teacher, and they said,
yeah, but you shouldn't talk to. You have to talk to certain people.
Who should I talk to?
The staff member Gabe. He's believed me since the beginning.
But see, this is not based on belief. It shouldn't be based on belief at all. It should be based on objectivity, right?
Yeah, he's been objective about it.
So, Jonathan, what if we do the testing and the testing doesn't demonstrate any deficits? What are you going to say to that?
Testing has already demonstrated deficits in working memory.
Okay.
No, not working memory. I meant the other one, processing
Correct.
speed.
Yeah, but those have been there for a while.
No, there's a 10-point drop.
Again, as I said, you can't compare tests over time.
Yeah, so the same goes for you. You can't compare tests over time like that either. So you can't use that as evidence that it's my autism.
No, that's not what I'm saying. There's standard error built into those tests, so there's going to be some level of variability between different tests, regardless of those.
Yeah, so we don't know. So maybe if we go that way, then we don't know anything about whether or not I have a brain disease. You don't know my record of autism or anything.
And we know you don't have a brain disease.
How? How do you know?
We scanned, we did EEGs.
That's not enough testing. It's not enough testing because there's diseases like PACNS. You know what that is?
PACNS.
It's primary angitis central nervous system. There's tons of diseases that require a needle biopsy to diagnose.
But all of those have other symptoms that go along with them.
Yeah, I've already looked into them.
But then you don't have other symptoms.
I do. You're attributing it to my autism.
No, I'm not. I'm attributing it to your psychosis.
Well, you're attributing it to something else, which is not.
Which is what?
Which is dangerous and risky, and also, since you're being risky, then you don't have an excuse later on.
Okay. All right, let me talk to your mom and dad.
All right, whatever.